Logan Paul has refused to repay the Cryptozoo victims. If you don't know, Logan Paul scammed his fans and audience when he launched a game called Cryptozoo, taking millions of dollars, promising his fans so many things, and providing absolutely nothing. CoffeeZilla exposed him, Logan got caught, and then promised to repay the victims.
I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players who want to get out. My sole obligation is to my supporters, and I know this video is long overdue. Here it is. I'm sorry, guys.
Logan never paid his fans back after all that bullshit. In fact, it got so bad and became such a joke that LoganPaulScams.com got made, tracking exactly how long it's been since Logan promised to refund Cryptozoo victims, and it is closing in on 300 days, like if he's a scumbag. So since they weren't getting their compensation, Cryptozoo victims came together to launch a lawsuit against Logan Paul to try and get their money back, or just something at this rate. We have been covering a lawsuit here on this channel extensively over the last few months. If you didn't know, before today's huge update that we're going to get onto, Logan Paul tried to have the lawsuit thrown out. The lawsuit is coming out of Texas, and he claimed that, well, there was no grounds for personal jurisdiction because he never lived or worked in Texas, never employed anyone from Texas. You know, you can read it there, basically saying he had nothing to do with Texas. Well, Logan and his band of merry morons forgot that they actually did, in fact, hire people from Texas. So when Logan Paul filed for his motion to dismiss based on no grounds of personal jurisdiction because I have nothing to do with Texas, well, the Cryptozoo victims and their lawyers responded with, actually, you're lying. But after seeing this evidence that the Cryptozoo victims found, Logan Paul and his team decided to try and negotiate a settlement, and the whole lawsuit went into mediation. Conveniently, this all happened at the time that Logan Paul started his fight build up for Dillon Danis. One of the biggest talking points of the fight from Dillon and other people would be Logan scamming his fan, but now he's gone into mediation. Maybe Logan can say that he's trying to rectify the situation, which is exactly what the predictable did. During the build up, when Logan got asked or called out by Dillon, he claimed multiple times, and you're going to see how bullshit this is, multiple times that he was actively rectifying the situation.
What are you friends with Conor McGregor? Where is he, by the way? Where's Coach McGregor, and why won't he take my bet?
He'll be here and he'll smack.
Why won't he take my $1 million bet?
Why won't you pay back to people from Cryptozoo?
I'm working on it, Dylan.
Ask him about the Cryptozoo, and I was planning on it. And so what could you tell us about how you're trying to rectify this?
Ariel, you know I love you, but because of the legal position of this, and if people cared, they could look into it. I unfortunately can't say anything on the situation. And I've tried, I've wanted to. We're very close, in my opinion. I think we're very close to a final resolution. And that's what I mean when I say I'm rectifying it.
Remember those people when you got caught for scamming?
I didn't scam nobody.
Oh yeah, you literally signed a contract that said, I am agreeing to scamming my audience.
You pay your fans back?
Scamming
you pay your
Dennis,
fans back?
Dylan, the difference between you and I
is what?
I'm rectifying my situation.
How?
And I didn't scam anyone.
How?
I never made a single token.
Me either.
Dollar. I never sold a token. Nah, bro.
My
just will prove
you bought
itself.
that private jet with people's
and I'm
money.
rectifying my situation actively.
Something he was clearly saying due to the fact that the lawsuit has gone into mediation and been paused because Logan and his team are trying to negotiate a settlement. So in his head, that equaled actively rectifying, which, as we all know now, is such bullshit. Because if you remember, he tried to get the whole case thrown out before the evidence got stacked against him. And what is even more hilarious is the offer Logan Paul tried to give the victims during their settlement negotiations that he claimed was actively rectifying the situation. From very reliable sources, it was rumored, and I have to say rumored, that his team's best offer was 5 to 10% of the losses suffered by Cryptozoo. An absolute disgrace of an offer, complete and utter shit. From the guy who said at the beginning of the year that his #1 priority was to make sure the Cryptozoo victims were whole again.
My sole obligation is to my supporters.
Logan is just a complete and utter liar. So moving on, Logan Paul and the Cryptozoo victims were in settlement talks. The victims got that shitty offer that we just mentioned. And one of the things when you're negotiating a settlement is the lawsuit pauses for 90 days while the two parties try to come to an agreement. If no agreement can be made, then the lawsuit is back on full swing. Logan Paul and his team made it clear, as you can see here, that they would absolutely continue their motion to dismiss if the lawsuit resumes. And the Cryptozoo victims would continue to argue, hey, you're lying, you employed people out of Texas. Well, we have a massive update coming out of the lawsuit, courtesy of the #1 coverage of this lawsuit, Henry Resilient, friend of the channel. He is the one getting all these documents, leading the charge. Without him, we wouldn't know too much about this lawsuit.
This was filed yesterday, okay? Yesterday, straight off the press for their lawsuit. This is a joint status report for mediation. When I said, hey, they were entering settlement negotiations. Now, based on the tone of my voice, you probably know how this is going to end. All right. Hey, judge, I know we started negotiations on July 28th and we were given 90 days to work it out. Okay. Pretty much every defendant right here. We got the plaintiff, Don Holland, and all the defendants, the Low Gang, shout out to the Low Gang people, entered mediation on October 4th. The parties engaged in mediation with a third-party person, and the parties were unable to resolve this matter. So what does that mean? That means lawsuit is going to be back on.
So the lawsuit is well and truly back on because Mr. I'm actively rectifying the situation didn't offer the Cryptozoo victims what they deserve. Not even close. And now they are going to continue to try and get this case dismissed. Can't you just see how full of shit Logan is? Like if you do. Saying this all build up.
Rectifying my situation actively.
Then making an absolute garbage offer, and now they're trying to dismiss the case again. So convenient that the settlement negotiations gave just enough time so that Logan could give good PR saying that they're actively trying to rectify things during his fight build-up. But as soon as the fight's over, that heats off Logan, it's back to let's try and get this case dismissed. I mean, is that a coincidence? The offer was absolutely awful. They knew that wasn't going to get accepted. Was this just a tactic for Logan during the fight build-up so that he didn't have to face the heat? So we have to wait and see if the judge is going to let Logan Paul off the hook and grant his motion to dismiss, which I really just don't see happening based on the fact that he's arguing personal jurisdiction because of Texas. Well, there's proof that completely contradicts you now. So I'm excited that after this motion to dismiss hopefully gets denied, we can see the lawsuit move forward properly. Subscribe right now to keep up to date. I've been doing this for months. I'm going to continue to do it because scumbags like Logan, who people forget about, and once he does a couple WWE moves, everything's fine, don't deserve to get away with this at all. Also, check out Henry Resilient, link in the description. He's really great too. Like if you think Logan's a scumbag, and until next time, fuck off.